Hi everyone, today is Wednesday, the beginning of Wednesday, and during the past 2 days I had two trades, actually had them yesterday. Compared to the previous outlook, I said, so it was on Friday, I said I hadn't any trade during that week, but I had one trade on gold which went to 3R, and then I closed manual at 1R and it went to break even. So today is basically 1 month from the moment I started this current 25k challenge, 13 active trading days, and basically I started it, as you remember, with a slow decline, and my lowest point was basically almost at absolute stop out at almost at -10. And now over the course of basically, so how many days? 1 month, less than 1 month, because in 20 days I managed to gain 10% basically, yeah. So 2% profit. Um, so yeah, a bit more than 10%, and it's really great because I was able to do it. And this is the point when I switched to 4R fixed management style, and the market conditions were pretty shitty all across the market. So this kind of price action you would see almost every day. My outside life is just cracking, in many ways, and yeah, the pressure is big. So what I changed is, or what I try to do is just to stay out of bad markets like this. And I really, so I had like two trades the week before, one trade, the week before, then the week before I had one trade. Then 3 days into this week I have two trades. So really a low amount of trades. I managed to keep the risk consistent. So the losers are really small, as you can see, and the winners are pretty big. So what we have here, we have this daily thing, and at last I have some good performance, and that's great. Let's see now how it will all go. So previous challenge, after some kind of this push, it went to the downside even more. Yeah, let's see. Um, as for today's analysis, I opened the calendar. I saw that there was nothing big, and there will not be anything big. And then I just quickly look through the pairs, and I see that basically the only good, more or less good condition is for US 100, as we can see. All the other pairs, I mean US 100 and other stocks, so-called stockpiles, but Forex is just in these ugly boxes, and it remains in them. So as you can see, and this condition was basically during all the previous months. Yeah. And let's analyze. So yeah, nothing for London, definitely. I mean, US 100 starts to go, but now it's losing its momentum. So, and we can also look at screener. So in screener, we see that a lot of markets just have either 50-50 or just nowhere at all. If you remember, when the market is really in a good condition, you have almost all red or almost all green. And now you see it's just a mix of solid color, of light color, of green, of red, and that's not a good market condition. So the only pair that has a direction is USD-CHF, basically, but USD-CHF is, I mean, yeah, I agree, of course, it's in a downtrend, but recently it's in this box, so it should decide. So back to the trades yesterday. So I had this trade on AUD GPY. So we are just on daily in a big nothing. So stage one, or I don't know what it is. And I basically I had my idea from the idea that we had this big institutional leg. We have these fractal 2.0 build-ups, so push 2.0, and then the market starts to go to the downside. On 30 minutes, we created these pushes, so I just followed these recent pushes, but I need to say that like the MAs were not perfect here on 15 minutes. They were just crossing and crossing, but then slope into the downwards and created this move and a pause. On 5 minutes, we have this foundation, this sustained foundation here, and we had some cycles of redistribution, 1, 2, and then we created this local stage 1 into transition into stage 2. So structure started to be more clear, started to hold. And the main problem with this trade, so even though everything else is not perfect, but the main problem is MAs are just crossing. They are not looking so smooth, you know, they're just like they don't have a sustained kind of a move. And then even more important, I entered after this big push. So what were the chances that the price will create something similar and then will not take me out? Yeah, definitely low chances. So I guess it could be treated as some kind of a mistake. Yeah, definitely even better entry, of course, not so obvious, but was here. But even then it would be just a break even. So this was a AJ trade, and US 100 was much better trade. So let's see how it all develops. So we definitely have extremely bullish market here on weekly. We just broke all-time highs and we are in developing of this range. And not only this range is a bullish range, but also it came after accumulation here, and then the structure that started to hold and create ICIs, SSCs to the upside, created a local reaccumulation and now confirmed it with this new break to the upside, and even a mitigation of this zone here. So weekly extremely bullish, daily extremely bullish after a sustained bullish move, big reaccumulation into new SSCs, into new reaccumulation in a good manner. So not really too overextended. And it's a reaccumulation and then starts to go for confirmation and of course for its new target. 4 hours. Just standard reaccumulation, and not only that, created a clear demand zone. This down candle confirmed with this candle, then created this fractal SSC and started to move out of it. 2 hours, 1 hour, basically the same, but just it just more zoomed in. So we have again we have this accumulation here again. Yeah, I mean it's looking like a big leg and it could be a redistribution here, but I was just treating it as reaccumulation from the higher time frames, and we have this clear push, slow pullback into the zone, and not only that, we created one more demand zone here and impulse correction, impulse pattern here on 1 hour, on 15 minutes, on 30 minutes as well. On 30 minutes as well. Yeah. And on 5 minutes, it was looking like this. What is this doing here? Oh, okay. Sorry, but I mean, I was telling about this thing, but it was a missed trade. But basically, my trade was here, so I'm sorry. But exactly the same pattern like this is this. This is the impulse. This is even bigger impulse. This is the correction. This is a correction. The difference is that this correction was to a deeper zone, and this correction was not to a deeper zone. But this is now like a later stage 1 or even some kind of stage 2 development. So yeah, sorry for this, but and here, as you can see, we have this Wyckoff spring, and here we have this Wyckoff spring reaccumulation. So now this position is maybe even better. So on 5 minutes, we created basically the same thing like we just now discussed in 1 hour. So a market that was moving downwards in a very bullish high time frame market. Then it created this clear push, pullback into the zone and starts to go. So exactly the same we saw on 1 hour. Push, pullback, and starts to go. So it's like same thing. And then it creates this impulse correction, and I was looking at this high. I was looking to buy on here, but the price didn't want to go above, so I actually went for a buy stop here, and it was triggered by a buy stop, not by market execution. Created a clear break and managed to fix above the entry point, and then created one more impulse correction and managed to fix above, to fix above. Then created one more impulse correction and went to the upside, one more impulse correction, and then met the target. Actually, the target was met here at 4 and this is how much it ran to 7. Okay, so yeah, this is this week, this is this period looking okay. And yeah, I wish I had more time because, to be honest, I need to earn some money and I still need to finish the funding challenge and then earn more to have some withdrawals. I don't know how it will go. So yeah, extremely stressful period. I just hope it will all be alright.